Hey there, Aqua. This is Joy with Joy of the World here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and ring the bell out beside it, and they will notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the material we present here at Joy to the World, be sure to give us a big thumbs up, like, and share. So, interesting backstory here, Aquarius. As you can see, I'm not at my magical little table that holds all my card decks because it's a double decker, and I'm able to keep them all stored beneath or up on top while I do my work. Well, on the in between weeks, I come over here to my little bar top counter and bring a few decks over with me so we can get up close and personal in these short reads. And the Oracle deck for Crowning the Spread that I brought in was this one. But my camera was acting up in Capricorn, so I went to take a break, check a few things on my phone to see if something was crowding at the memory or whatever was going on. And while I was moving around, you said, no, go get that other deck, the Energy Oracle deck. Now, they're stacked in this container, like standing up end to end to end, open so that I can see them. And when I went to pull this deck out, strangely enough, sandwiched there was the cards that are your spread. There are 5 cards, and guess what? They're from this deck. And I was like, what? Because I just grabbed the blue deck, the Energy Oracle deck, and I was like, and they said, Joy, look. And I thought, oh, what is that? I said, well, I just want to shuffle them in. They said, no, it's their message. I said, okay. So that's the little backstory here, Aqua. And what we're looking at is there seems to be some information having been held back from yourself. Like, there's like a little bit of trickery and maybe lying to yourself. Okay, and how do I know? Because straight up in the center, this comes in like this, and I don't do reversals, so it's really odd that they're sitting there, standing on end, where it had already been shuffled, totally out of place, and 3 of the 5 are inverted. Okay, so that means this is where we're starting, and we're taking a look, and it says not for you. Information, guidance is trying to come in, but it's like your pineal gland is calcified, it's been clogged, it's been plagued and plaqued. And if any of y'all do Instagram, you could go check it out there at joy.bounds, and it's interesting because that was my drawing today. Let me see. Hang on. It's over here. Look at this. So it has to do with barnacle energy. Almost like your pineal gland being calcified, but not legit like telling you about health issues or anything. It's not that. It's like spiritually, it's been clogged and relegated to being a certain way and seeing life a certain way. And just like when you go to the dentist and they clean that gunk off your teeth so that your teeth fall smooth and shiny and wonderful again, they're like, that's what we need to do. Because this other way of living life upside down, this trickery, this making life harder on yourself than it needs to be, has got to go. That is blocking this divine guidance from coming in. It's stopping you from getting your energetic emails, okay? And in them contains some very important information that they're wanting to get to you. And what are they wanting to get to you? They're wanting to bring this in, okay? It's coming in upside down, but it's flying in like a meteorite, like a snowball. They're saying like a bat out of hell. It's tumbleweeding in. But it's important, and it's strengthening because it's showing me like a cord of 3 strands, like a strand of yarn coming in. Seeds, stars, and showers. It's miracle power that you've been blocking. It's coming in with a half moon. You're standing on the fence about something. Well, here it is, number 45. You're staying on the fence about this, another inversion. Time to go. But the interesting thing is, this is not a road, this is a dock. And in Capricorn, the message was it Capricorn? No, Sagittarius. It was fish or cut bait. And they're telling you it's time to get in the boat or stay on the dock. But in this case, they're like, hey, it is time to get on board. There's a whole new world waiting for you. The sky is opening up for you. You're almost dissipating from this world you're currently in right now, becoming invisible. They're saying of no meaning And not that you have no meaning. Your meaning has dried up, and meaning is our personal pleasure in life. Meaning is like our personal purpose. It's not like our part of fortune, which is our lot in life and what we're supposed to do here. It's not like our MC, our midheaven of this is what we're supposed to do here. It really has a lot more to do with like the I see, the North Star. So what you were born for, it's time for. You've done a lot of your duty, Aquarius, and you're very dutiful and devoted to the bigger picture because you are the plasma, you are the cosmos, you are the wind and the water, and that comes together. It makes that fourth state of matter, the plasma. It's the thing that imaginations are made of, that dreams come true from. But they're telling you it's time for your dreams to come true. And what dreams are those? All right, so first they're going to have us go backwards before we can go forward to the card that's upright, number 52. It's the change in your need to make a change in partnership here, because what you've been involved in has been a lot of work, and you can see, make fun of it, make light out of it. You stay dreaming, you stay uplifted, you've had a outwardly a good attitude. Inwardly you felt some battles, but you thought that was spiritual growth and development, which of course it is. But they're saying it's time for you to be included in the dreams as well. And the rune card that came in up above this, because remember, this all went shoomp, and your reading came in as one total, we could say download, but one complete package. So this is what you've been dealing with in the partnerships and the way you've been living. All right. This is flow. So you are blocking flow. You're going against the grain, against the flow. Excessive striving, arrogance, imbalance, foolishness, failure, and languishing. Okay, so let's look at this upright. See how she's kind of dissipated? Kind of a veil, like a projection going on there. That's the languishing energy. Kind of like Cinderella when the clock started striking. She started running. Well, they're saying 12 is coming. Get it running. They just turned that card upright. That's fantastic. And it's showing in this pennant, the flags hanging across the top, that you're going to make it in time. Not, they're saying take your time, but not that kind of time. They're saying you don't have to rush, you don't have to run. We're holding it for you. Just keep moving. Just keep swimming. You need to keep coming. But what's been going on here is you've work, project, some of that twin flame, some of that, projections, reflections, that whole thing. It's like, no, we're bringing in your own energy here so that you can see eye to eye, and then that brings in flow. You get to experience living, what it's like to be in union and merge with another soul, right? Genuinely, that you could fully give yourself to, because it is an equal, it is a mate. Unseen powers, and happily ever after. You moving on up. Can you imagine the cosmos coming down here to Earth? When it's one, that's one thing, but when it's two, that's a whole different thing. That's the power of witness. When they talk about quantum physics and things like that, particle versus waves, that type of thing, it has to be witness in order for it to exist. So this other person coming along makes your world, our world, that beautiful world. I have some strong Aquarian placements, pardon me there, that makes it exist here on Earth. That's what's going to bring the pyramids down. It's going to bring the ancient wisdom, the flow, the life, the community down for us. So, not for you is going to stay inverted. Now we're going to step to a leg up, but it is inverted. Okay? It's number 34. They're wanting to bring somebody in for you. But you got to be willing to be open. And to be open, they're saying you got to get it right this time. And right isn't about right or wrong, black or white, day or night. There's contrasting energies. Right here means right for you. Being truthful and honest with yourself. Because up above it is 53, the mirror and the magician. Or the magician and the mirror. So the magic comes from seeing yourself clearly, taking a good look at yourself and what that's about. And not can you spout all 53 things that you want to have in your partner. It's not about that. It's about character. What What character do you like? What characteristics do you enjoy in people that you already connect with? It's that type of thing. It's more than going beyond. That's why so many people are popping out that card. Is it may not be your usual type. What it is like you're going to be looking from the heart. It's going to be more than you ever dreamed of, but it's not going to be this hard work anymore. So you got to see it with new eyes, and they're wanting you to see yourself with new eyes. To take that examination, and not like a resume, but to take a look at yourself and find out what tickles your fancy, what pushes your buttons, and they mean in a good way. What are the delightful things? Instead of focusing on the negatives or the derogatory, they're wanting you to look at what sets you on fire, what stirs your passion, what type of conversation, that type of thing. Is how do you want to feel? Okay, Aquarius. Yeah. There we go. They just put the finger out. They're like, put the finger on it, Joy. We want them to feel. How do you feel? How do you feel? Not the resume checkpoint bullet point list of here's how they got to be 6'3", or they need to be 5'2", or they should be curvy, or they should be slender, or they should have, perfect teeth, or whatever the yada, 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 yada. They're like, we're not asking you to bring swords here. We're asking you to get into your feels. To feel what makes you feel good. What does that energy feel like? Not what does it look like and how does that make you feel? No, what does it feel like to have a great day? What is it like to hang out with your best friend? Do they make you laugh? Do all your troubles melt away because they're just a big ball of sunshine? What is it? And it's not the things that do it. They're wanting you to let that knowledge of that characteristic to rise up, of that experience to rise up, and for it to color your world. And for you to just sit in that feeling, bask and bathe in that feeling like you're taking a spirit bath, Aquarius. And that leads to this. That leads to peace. Creative union. Creative union. Being at peace with yourself, knowing that your world is here. The troubles are past. The difficulties are over, because the troubles and difficulties that you were enduring were these type of things, the hard work, the being about work and denying of self, of your meaning, of that flow, of that energy, of life being able to love on you, as well as bringing in that happily ever after. This thing that won't exist until there's another you here on this planet, and not just people who get you, the one who sees you. The one who sees you in all your glory. They see your stars, they see your love, they see your heart, they know your efforts, and they appreciate you. They also strengthen you and encourage you. And I love that this olive branch that they're bearing has olives on it, because olive you. That's fantastic. And up above it, in the Magical Mystical Oracle, we have number 24, Mermaid's Love. And they're saying that's what you need to be honest with yourself about, that looking in the mirror is that you've always wanted to be in love. You've always dreamt of this divine partnership, of these worlds coming together, right? Of the water and the wind. Can you see the feathers going on there? The water and the wind, and that spiritual bond, right? Somebody who's done their ascension work that you don't have to do, and they've had to stretch a bit in order to be able to reach you. But it wasn't a stretch of lies. It's not deceit or trickery. It's none of that. It's literally looking forward to the future and knowing that they're worth it, that you're worth it, that it's worth it. And it's something that happens before y'all get together anyway. This is what they're about, and that they're about that growth and that development. Very interesting. So now these are shining at me. So let's get a parting card for Aquarius on this mermaid's love and moving forward and letting themselves feel excited. About it coming in. It's 45. Man holding heart. Now, whoever's watching, ladies or men, The man can be that yang energy, that it is active. It's not potential. We're not just saying it's up in the airwaves and it's in the 5D and you have to do a bunch of work and do all this spiritual work and work and work and work and work. No, 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 no. Remember, they already cut that out. They already took care of that both sniggity stuff. They're like, it's time for you to experience living, union emerging, unseen powers, and happily ever after working on your behalf. So this is coming true for you. It's time to look in that mirror and let life, let the magic of life, that what you believe, the magic of who you are, your stars, your love, bring it in for you too. Okay? Because then you be too legit to quit, right? It's hammer time. All right, everybody. I don't know where that came from, but we're having fun with it here. So anyways, Aquarius, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.